After Toyota debuted the, let's say, interestingly styled Crown sedan, the automaker went on to release an entire lineup of vehicles overseas, including both a sport utility vehicle and a wagon. Now, for those of you who are wondering if any part of that lineup would make its way stateside, here's your answer. And sadly, no, it's not the wagon. This is the 2025 Toyota Crown Signia. Consider this mid-sized two-row SUV to be the replacement for the Venza. The Venza will drop out at the end of the 24 model year, and this will arrive for 25. Similar to the Venza, this is a hybrid-only crossover, but unlike the Venza, well, let's just run down all the reasons why this one should be better. We'll start with styling. Now, the old Venza was a little anonymous in this regard, so I am happy to report that the Crown Signia has just a dash more character than that. We'll start up front. You see a lot of BZ4X in the beakish kind of nose shape, but what our eyes are really drawn to are the running lights, which kind of go around here and are very reminiscent of what's found in both the Crown Sedan and the Prius. Now, as we move along the side, there's a pretty strong line toward the top and bottom of the body, but it's generally pretty drama-free all the way around to the back, where there's a set of thin tail lights and a pretty standard tailgate. You know, SUV stuff. When it comes out next year, the Crown Signia will be available in two trims, XLE and Limited. Now, XLE is a base model technically, but it's still pretty well equipped. You get 19-inch wheels, a 6-speaker audio system, fabric and vinyl seats, and a pair of 12.3-inch displays serving duty as both the gauge cluster and the infotainment system. Move up to the Limited and the screens don't change, but you get 21-inch wheels, a glass roof, leather interior, heated rear seats, parking sensors, and more. Now, if you're a fan of the Crown's interior, you will be both delighted and entirely unsurprised by what you find in the Signia. Power driver and passenger seats are standard, and they point at a dashboard that is, surprise, surprise, a carbon copy of the Crown sedans, with a lot of large horizontal lines and forms emphasizing width. Now, everyone needs to charge 10 trillion devices these days, and you can do that in the front seat alone, not counting the rear ports. There are two USB-Cs up here, a USB-A under, and a wireless device charger right up front and center. Now, for a little bit of bad news. Do you remember that cool electrochromic glass roof on the Venza? Well, Toyota shot that into the sun, and in its place is just a regular old guy with a retractable shade. Now, the second row is a pretty great place to be too. I'm a 6-foot-tall passenger here. I got tons of headroom, and I'm seated behind a driver who would be in the 6-foot-tall driving position, and I got room to spare, so that's great. But it's not like it's a large penalty box in here either. There's still plenty of standard equipment for the second row, including two USB-C ports, the all-important air vents, water bottle holders in each of the doors, two cup holders right here, and if you fold down the split bench seat, you can fit items that are up to 6.5 feet long. The 2025 Toyota Crown Signia will reach dealerships sometime in 2024. Now, while pricing is not yet available, we do have some tea leaves we can read based on what we already know. For example, a 2024 Venza, which is the final model year for that car, by the way, will run you between 36 and 45 grand. The 2024 Crown Sedan, just a little above that. Therefore, it'd be pretty safe to assume that the SUV, which is larger than the sedan, would be just a little more expensive than that.